The global economy is deeply interconnected, with countries depending on each other for goods, services, and markets. In this context, the relationship between Japan and the United States has been especially important. For decades, the two nations have sustained a strong trade partnership, with Japan importing a variety of products from the US, such as agricultural goods, technology, and industrial equipment. However, recent changes have seen Japan significantly decrease its dependence on US imports, a shift that could have widespread implications for the American economy. Japan's decision to reduce US imports is more than just a shift in trade policy. It reflects a broader realignment of global economic alliances. For years, the US has been a dominant player in international trade, but this dominance is being increasingly challenged by other global powers, particularly in Asia. Japan's move can be seen as part of this larger trend, as the country aims to diversify its import sources and lessen its dependence on the US. One key factor driving Japan's move away from US imports is the changing dynamics of the global economy. Over the past few decades, the economic center of gravity has been shifting toward Asia, with countries like China, South Korea, and India emerging as significant economic powers. Given Japan's geographical and economic proximity to these nations, it has naturally shifted towards boosting trade within the region. As a result, Japan has reduced its reliance on US imports while strengthening economic ties with its Asian neighbors. Japan's decision to cut back on US imports is also motivated by the desire to shield its economy from external shocks. The US has increasingly been seen as an unreliable trading partner due to its protectionist policies and unpredictable trade strategies, especially under recent administrations. Trade wars initiated by the US, particularly with China, have had ripple effects throughout the global economy, creating uncertainty for countries like Japan, which are deeply embedded in global supply chains. By reducing its dependence on US imports, Japan is effectively safeguarding itself from the potential fallout of such trade conflicts. The impact of Japan's decision on the US economy could be substantial. The US has long counted on Japan as a key market for its exports, particularly in sectors such as agriculture, technology, and automotive parts. As Japan scales back these imports, American businesses that rely on the Japanese market could face significant economic challenges, including job losses, reduced profits, and even potential closures, particularly in industries already struggling with global competition. The U.S. agricultural sector could be among the hardest hit by Japan's decision. Historically, Japan has been one of the largest buyers of American agricultural products, such as soybeans, corn, and beef. These exports have been vital for American farmers, especially as they face growing competition from other agricultural producers globally. With Japan scaling back its imports of these products, U.S. farmers could experience a significant decline in income, worsening the financial pressures many already face due to changing weather conditions, rising costs, and other challenges. The U.S. technology and industrial sectors may also feel the impact of Japan's reduced imports. Japan has been a critical market for American technology companies, particularly those involved in semiconductors, software, and advanced machinery. While the U.S. has long been a leader in these industries, its dominance is increasingly being challenged by companies from other countries, particularly within Asia. As Japan shifts to other sources for its technological and industrial needs, American companies may lose market share, potentially weakening their capacity to innovate and compete on the global stage. Japan's decision to reduce its reliance on U.S. imports could also have wider geopolitical consequences. For decades, the U.S. has leveraged its economic power to influence global affairs, including its relationships with key allies like Japan. However, as Japan becomes less economically dependent on the U.S., it may also become less susceptible to American influence. This could lead to a realignment in Japan's foreign policy, with the country possibly strengthening ties with other major powers like China and the European Union. In the long term, Japan's decision may contribute to a broader shift in the global economic order. The U.S. has long been the dominant global economic power, but this dominance is increasingly being challenged by other nations, particularly in Asia. Japan's move away from US imports is part of this larger trend, as countries seek to diversify their economic relationships and reduce dependence on any single nation. If other countries follow Japan's example, the US could find itself increasingly isolated in the global economy, with potentially serious consequences for its economic and geopolitical influence. Japan's decision not only affects the US economy, but could also have significant implications for global supply chains, which are already strained due to factors such as the COVID-19 pandemic, trade wars, and geopolitical tensions. As a major player in industries like automotive, electronics, and machinery, Japan's shift away from US imports could lead to changes in global supply chains, as it sources more inputs from other countries. This could create new opportunities for some nations while presenting challenges for others, particularly those that have heavily depended on exporting to Japan. Now, if you like this video, check out this next video right here.